All right, trying something here today. Got a couple of different cameras rolling. Oh, Dick is on his side here. Let's get Dickie put back up. All righty. All right, how we all doing? Good morning. We are live. And we are talking Cedar Lake just a little bit. Can you believe just 2 weeks away from the USA Nationals? Sneaks up on us every year. We've talked about that. We'll take a couple questions if we have any. Happy Saturday. Hope you're all getting ready to head to a track near you tonight. On the late model front, obviously, the Silver Dollar Nationals going on. Some good heat races last night. Watched some of that. Summer Nationals keeps rolling along. World of Outlaw Sprint Cars in action last night. Of course, the World of Outlaw late models are not. They're down in Nebraska. How about Scott Bloomquist? First Lucas race of the year with a big heat race win last night in the backup car. I've been saying that I think there's something wrong with that main car he's been using. He's never been this far off where it's B features and it's getting passed by crate late models. It's been just ridiculous. So maybe he's found something with this spare car, backup car, and he can start moving to the front. But his first Lucas race of the year, that's you know, he's really stayed away, and maybe the guy is just slowing down, just more figuratively than literally, in the sense that obviously he's having a tough year in the race car. But you know, he had an opportunity to race in East Bay and he didn't. You know, he's had opportunities to hit some of these Lucas shows and has chosen to stay aside. So, but I'm trying to think of what other highlights last night. Some of the non-stars look good. Justin Zeitner, Tad Poskapal, Chad Simpson. You know, so there were some guys that were a little bit surprising in some of the heat races. So RTJ, Ricky Thornton Jr., will be your pole sitter tomorrow night at the big show. And sorry, I said to check the clock there. I have kids to pick up from a sleepover. So we'll be catching all that. So yeah, so anyway, back to Cedar Lake. Tickets are on sale. Of course, you know, they've been for a year. Go through some pricing from you. If you need more information, we've done a couple of videos on some of the USA Nationals details. Thursday, $30 for adults, $15 for students, $35 for your pit pass. Looks like it's $200 to race this year. Friday only, $30 adult, $15 student, $40 pits. So the adults and students stay the same Thursday and Friday. Now remember, Thursday, complete show. Friday, heats, fans fun dash. Saturday, B mains, main. Both Friday and Saturday, you're getting a full program of the local show. They will call it the Wazota show. They're no longer NASCAR, but basically Wazota rules. So that's what you're looking at there. Saturday, $40 adults, $20 students, 45 pits. So everything gets knocked up $5 from Friday up to Saturday. And then there's some advanced ticket stuff, but I don't even know if that's relevant at this point. So $50,000 to win on Saturday night. The one interesting, and then $3,000 to start. The one interesting thing is, so $53,000 tonight at I-80. Now, is that I-80 going to be the highest paying show of the year? Possibly, right? Doesn't sound like, well, the World 100, I think, is still sitting at about 50. And who knows if that's going to go with Ohio. You've got Cedar Lake at 50 come August 8th. The weekend after is Florence at 50. Weekend after that's the Topless at 40. So this might be the big bucks for the year. This stream, the dream was 50, you know, a month or so ago. So the Silver Dollar Nationals might end up being the top prize this year for dirt late model racing. So that will be interesting to see how all this Dirt Track World Championship is 100. Did they raise that to 100 last year or something? But, you know, who knows if that's going to happen. So it's murky right now as far as this, but, you know, good, like I said, good field last night. All right, so they're taking the rules as far as cars, taking 24, through the racing, through the dashes and heats, 4 provisionals, you know, some past champion stuff, some World of Outlaw, you know, regular stuff. And yeah, that's kind of the update. And like I said, we're going to keep things going now. Now that we're 2 weeks away, we should be getting more into the news cycle. We'll have some stuff on the Fans Fund, who's in, some more details on the Fans Fund luncheon coming up. I'll answer that in a second. And then just news, you know, drivers list, that kind of stuff. So as we get closer now, there should be some news flowing. So a question that came across, the worst track management. You know, I'd have to think about that. That's tough. I would say most people's hearts are in the right places. Are they always doing the right thing? In my opinion, no. You know, I'd really have to think about that. And of course, this has been a tough year because I've been to Cedar Lake, I've been to Superior, I've been to Hibbing, I've been to only 3 tracks. So it's not like a normal year where I'm on the road a little bit more. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can tell you some of the good ones are. I can tell you that Deer Creek has been a fantastic track for the better part of 2 decades. I can tell you Cedar Lake went through an ownership transition. They said that haven't seemed to lost a step. Look at the things that Mississippi Thunder are doing this year. Grand Forks has been a stalwart for several years. When they went from an association to promoter there, things changed like overnight. Huge crowds, fantastic car counts. That whole NLRA deal was put together. You know, great deal there. I could tell you who's probably undermanaged, I guess, now that we're talking about this, Fargo. I mean, whatever happened to Fargo? You know, Fargo used to be a World of Outlaw sprint car hotbed. It was one of the tracks that was featured on TV back when TNT or TNN, whichever one had the broadcasting rights. And Fargo has seen a steady decline over the last 20 years. I don't even think there was a point there. Wasn't there a point there where they weren't even racing, weekly racing? Maybe it was last year or the year before. So Fargo has definitely decelled. My home track of Hibbing was a track on Saturday nights where you would get cars from all over. If you showed up in 1992 in Hibbing, you didn't know who was going to show up, and they have definitely faded through the years. More locally to me too, also Proctor Speedway. I just don't know really what's been going on there for the last few years. Hasn't been a lot of incentive to get down there. So it's been quite a few years since I've been to the Proctor Speedway. Superior Speedway seems to be doing all right. Bemidji's not far from me. I don't know really what's going on in Bemidji. You know, seems like that track up in Emo is really trying stuff. Some of the Batwings and stuff, they seem to be making some progress. Locally here in Grand Rapids seem to be doing fine. They've been doing fine for about the last 10 years, I'd say, since they made that switch to Thursday nights. Now, we don't get a lot on Brainerd anymore, but that guy, what's his name, Stasker, is that his name, last name? He's no dummy. He's also running Princeton. It seems like Red Cedar Speedway in Menominee is kind of maintaining or maybe slightly declining. Maybe Rice Lake Speedway slightly declining. So yeah, that's an interesting question, but like I said, I have to put some more thought into that. That isn't a gimme like some of these questions are. So anyway, 33rd annual USA Nationals. Features will be run 2 weeks from tonight. I'll have more for you. Stay tuned in. You can obviously like the page, like the Twitter, like the Facebook, whatever. I'll have some updates as we get closer. Like I said, the news flow should start flowing really soon. Some driver list stuff, Fans Fund, everything that's going to be going on. We'll get you those details as we get closer here. So with that, I will wrap this one up. Like I said, I got some kids to go need to hop into the Suburban and get them home from a sleepover. So everyone have a great Saturday. Like I said, get out to a track near you. Have some fun, and we'll catch you on the next video.